here we have Miniver. Yes, so here we have Miniver. So I want to, since we now have started the recording, then I wanted to just say that we are starting once again this monthly African Humanist Forum working meeting for organization and planning, and where we meet to look at what has happened since the last monthly meeting and how we see the future. So I think that I will open the meeting. I'll let simply the program and the expressions in the meeting explain what make the show this time. So I think Alexander, you were going to tell us something about the development in the area of humanist education, as in Kenya, where you are living. So please, if you would be kind to start. I could even add.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We I got a privilege. There's a time I had a meeting with a inter-NGO organization, different NGOs coming together with the United Nations. I was able to attend that particular meeting, and I shared a little bit about the humanist movement, what we do, what we intend to do, our future plans. And some guys from the Ministry of Education are present. I was invited into their office. I was able to attend, and we were given a letter to be able to go to schools, to colleges, to university, and introduce the program. Sorry, because in Kenya currently most young people are going through a lot of stress, a lot of murder issues are coming up, a lot of suicide issues, and so far we have already started going to schools. Tomorrow also I have another school. Yesterday I was in a university close to Kisumu, that is Maseno University. The other day I was also in a college it's called Alupe University. So we already have schools that are rolling up. So I want to come up with a program that so that we can be able to reach more schools, more universities, do more branding, do more sensitization of the program. Yeah, because now we have authority to go to these schools because we registered, and we are now known with the Ministry of Education and also several NGOs. So tomorrow also I'll be recording another session in another school. So yeah, we're rolling out. At least we're doing something now. It started slow, but I'm seeing good progress.
Very good news. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me
Thank
it
you for
sounds.
sharing.
Yes.
For me it sounds very good, and but it would be very nice if we could come up with some kind of form of the meeting where we go in, we introduce them to certain things, and where we leave maybe some flyers, or most of all, we leave them an opportunity to continue like weekly meetings, or have an image for the next step, and things like that. Well, and wouldn't it be like people can have weekly meetings on the internet where they have the experiences and the well-being and also the service, or are there any other projects we could leave for them, like to work for a forum, or it would be very nice to have it as something very clear target.
Something tested also, no, that we have been tried, because they are also, we have to invite them to participate in the World March for non-violence and disarmament, and and that will be launched before the forum or in parallel to the forum. But people will love it because it's very dynamic, because it invites every group to organize an activity according to the willingness and possibilities. Can be music, can be marches, can be symbols of peace, can be flags, anything. And normally it's like a festival promoting the march when the march comes to Africa. And the calendar will be finalized in a few more days, but in the meantime, it would be possible to inform them.
Yes.
Maybe I can suggest. I think what Ragnar is saying is correct, because if we go to school and leave flyers behind and leave something that shows that we have meetings on these days, we have this on this day, I think we'll have more people joining, because we leave something behind. We leave flyers behind, we leave catalogs behind, we leave something at least behind to show them we're here, we have this meeting, we have this meeting, and at least it will add more people in our meetings, even the Friday meetings, because flyers speak a lot. Maybe do small posters when maybe we go to a particular institution, leave a poster on the notice board. When somebody processes the poster, they're able to, I think I'll send later the videos and photos I was picking during the university sessions and what. And I think that, the poster thing can do great, because we'll leave them something to remember that you were there, because we cannot go to the same school twice, thrice, or 4 times, because we don't have a team that can be doing a follow-up program yet. But once we're invited in an institution, we leave our flyers or we leave something behind, it is easier for us to be able to remind them using the flyers and the posters that we have this program. It's ongoing. We have an activity coming. Maybe if we have a calendar that is out, we can equally leave a calendar behind of activities, so that they are able to know that on this day we have something online. On this day we are supposed to maybe do something in our own areas. The few colleges I've visited, like 3 colleges and 1 university, I think towards next month we shall plan maybe a big festival on humans, but I'm still trying to build it up a little bit to bring them together so that it can become something colorful and big.
You can build a list. I have them all there on the list, receiving all the up-to-date information.
Yes.
I think this is something very good, Alex, and you can of course do some of your projects you're doing or festivals, because what we want to change the world, we want to humanize the world, and to humanize the world we have to change ourselves, and we have to work on ourselves, and we have to do some projects in the environment. So some kind of a mixture of these internal meetings and some projects could be the program.
Sounds good, very good. And
I have an additional on that.
Sorry,
Dorothy,
please.
Yeah, I was saying that I have additional on that. Yeah, you were talking of flyers and posters. Do we normally have a Twitter chat, whatever? Twitter chat account or Instagram? Alex?
I'm not getting you. You're saying, do we have a...
I was saying that nowadays, most of the people are on social media. So I was thinking that maybe if we have a Twitter account and an Instagram account, which we can retweet and reach so many people, is that also a way where we can have more people on the platform?
Yeah, I think we just have to make it.
Actually, Dorothy, that is right.
Snapchat
it's another way of sensitization. It's another way of reaching out to them, and maybe
let's try to come up with some plan, and we text with ideas that are very concrete. You know, if you go to a school, you tell about the humanist movement, and then people say, "Wow, it's very nice," and then what? You know, then you go to a next one, and it is important to have a follow-up and next step, and to have some program, some like weekly meetings or some opportunities where people can actually join and take part and start doing some activity, like internal and also around.
Yes, very true, very true. I see
Actually,
that.
maybe if I comment, what Dorothy is saying is right. The Cameroon team have a TikTok account, the Humanist Movement TikTok account, which I think the only way we can make these projects work is that, for example, the Cameroon account is on and Trigger tries to do some activities there, some talks there. When we have something on Friday, he comes and does something on the TikTok account. I think it's important if we open these accounts, us who are here as leaders or people who are pioneering this, it's good we become active on those pages, because when people see that the pages are active, there are comments, more people will join, more people will follow. And I think it's going to be so interesting. It's going to be a channel of communication too, and even passing information, maybe passing our Friday activities. It's a nice idea. And Dorothy, I'm going to work on that, making sure we have a Kenya Twitter account tomorrow. I'll make sure we have a Kenya, maybe TikTok. TikTok is becoming more viral than Snapchat over here. I think we can have a also Kenyan TikTok account, but I will suggest that all of us become active. When something is posted, we comment, tag other people, so the account grow, and it will also tell people that we are active and we're on the ground, rather than create these accounts and they are not active, they're dormant. If we do that, I think it's going to work, and it's going to be to sensitize. You see, like if, for example, we go to a school and record, we record some of the activities and post them. It will also make others become interested and invite us to their institutions, to their maybe places of works, to their whatever, because we are not focusing on colleges alone. Also, maybe like, is it this week I was able to be given teachers to talk to and tell them about our programs and stuff. And I did something with them that they really enjoyed. And I took one of the book and did something with them, and they really enjoyed it. So if we do some of these things, record them, post them on our TikTok account, maybe Facebook account, it's also going to, because the world is becoming more of online, what do you call e-learning or whatever. So if we do that, I think it's going to help us more. Everything needs a marketing plan.
It sounds
Alex,
very
I
good.
also
And
think
also,
a podcast will also be ideal.
yeah,
Have you
on
heard of
this
podcast?
no, we the old guys are not so much into this social media, you know. I don't even have a TikTok myself, but is it possible to have a small videos where you explain some issues like active non-violence, these things we are talking about?
Yes, maybe I can react on that, Ragnar. Yeah, it's possible, because I work with the theater world, and currently we have a team that is dancing, that is acting, that is doing what. I think we can do some few recordings. We can record and post on Facebook and post maybe on Instagram. Yeah, wherever somebody is active, you at least comment and do something so that we go viral. We talk about the world going viral, and it can only go viral if we use properly the internet or the social media platform.
Yeah,
But
the
it's
social
also
media
very
will do.
important.
We have here
Also important
a message from Alvin that is backing up this discussion, I think, where he says digital platform is also good for a good avenue to share about the humanist movement, objectives, missions, and vision. A lot of audience can be met there and to join and take part. This can attract great audience who believe in nonviolence and zealoism. And then he's carrying on. However, we should be in full control of by making it active always and share vast information about the humanist movement. Humanist movement have a great ideas and cultures, and that should be adopted by others who are interested. Thank you very much, Alvin or Calvin, for this. Then Miniver raised a hand, so maybe Miniver, you wanted to contribute to this conversation?
Yeah, it's me, Max. I wanted to contribute something just to add on what Madam Dorothy and Alexander was saying. Like for example, here in Zambia, we are dealing with arts and music and other things. So what we are currently doing? We even did a recording. We did a song of which I'm now working with a TV station. So I'm playing that song. Is one way of also passing on the information to the world out there. So it's not necessarily only having platforms like TikTok only. We can see what we can do with the little that we have. I would say, like for example, artists when we record songs, they post on their platforms like Facebook. They post on their TikTok. They post on their Instagram. So it's one way of also sensitizing what humanity is all about to others. That's what I wanted to say. It's really a good platform, like Madam Dorothy said. We really need to have such kind of accounts because, for example, if we are to go to maybe to a different region, when we meet new humanist members, it's a platform that we can use also to connect them so that they follow up the page and they also begin to share to others. By so doing, we are growing, advancing, we are taking how can I put it? To another level. We're taking the humanist movement to another level. You never know how long how it can reach to others by sharing. That's what I would say.
Okay.
We can use several,
Yeah.
probably several platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, any
Yes.
other list
Yes.
in here where we are now. I mean, yeah, because people move from one to the other. They like a bit of variation,
Yes.
and also it's easier in some places. So let's go with all. We have nothing to lose. We copy the messages, and that's it.
Yes. So like we are more into like movies. Every time we are doing movies, we are trying to pass on a message. So you find that we take our movie to a TV station of which is talking about what we preach about. We did music of which we are also passing on information. So I feel we really need to have humanist accounts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Because nowadays TikTok is what is trending. So I feel we need to have that. Thank you very much.
Yes. Miniver, I think, Miniver, if you could tell us a little bit about the World Mass, because we are in this meeting, one emphasis is about the third World Mass that is starting this year. It starts in October, comes to Africa in December, and I remember that in the first March in Zambia, you took part in this World Mass. So could you tell us about this experience, Miniver?
Yeah, in 2010, we did take part in the World March for Peace and Non-Violence. We were lucky because the day we were marching is the day when we were doing the World AIDS Day. So we had that opportunity, although we missed the point that we were supposed to communicate with the media so that they can take up everything and they put us on air, but we were late on doing that. And later on, they said if we can go to TVZ, then we record about something so that we post to the communities if they hear about the humanist movement. But all the same, we were late on that one. But this year, we know we are going to do better since it is in December. Although maybe on the 1st of December, we may see how we can organize with the media. We are lucky again because I've seen that here in Zambia it will be in December. So I think we are going to organize on that one because already we have people will be coming from the villages where we are orienting, or not orienting as such, but we are sharing the ideas about World March and peace and non-violence. Because last time when we went to the village, we did talk about the preparation of this coming event. So even this time when we are going back, It's the same thing which we are going now. It's only that we are going to extend from 3 headmen to another headmen and to other chiefdoms. So we have an important role this trip, that we meet the heads of the villages and also the councillor, so that we prepare something unique to that part. In fact, we are going to do the because we are doing the local forums so that they have the idea.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what we have planned, because everything we have started in advance. We have started the forums, connecting to those people. Although we haven't done much for the universities and the other colleges, but in schools, since we started in villages. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So I thank even Miniver that you still have the old banner. Could you show us the old banner of the first world match, just to?
Yes, yeah. Just a minute. I'll take my back.
You have to change the third match now.
Yeah, now the third match will start later in the year. Yes.
Oh, she's coming. She's getting the banner.
Getting a banner. That's great. That's great.
And Tracy's there.
Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Welcome to the meeting. How are you?
That's a banner there.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are equipped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great, very nice.
Yeah. World match. Yes. No, this is beautiful. Beautiful. I'm sure we will have.
And this time when we are going to the village, we are going to take with us these banners, because we are going to do the pre-one in the villages. So we have to show to the community that this is what we are going to do in December.
Yes. Thank you very much, Miniver.
Thank you.
So maybe there are some. And Opala, welcome to the meeting. You are surely one of the busiest humanist members, always working in the neighborhoods in Kisumu and having this great football events. Can you tell us a little bit about that? The connection is maybe not good, or you are muted also? Tracy, while Obala is getting ready, you could maybe tell us what you have been up to.
You have been traveling.
Yeah, sorry, I was out. I lost the connection, but I'm back here.
We were asking Obala about his multiple activities, humanist activities in Kisumu, the football matches and the work with the young people. But maybe there is a. You are muted, Anthony. If you. There might be difficulties in the internet connection.
Well, we move on, and when Anthony wants, he can just come in.
Yeah. Tracy, what are you doing there? You are very active. Please tell us. Please let us in. You are muted, Tracy. You are muted.
We are listening, and at the same time, we are making dinner.
I see.
That's why you look busy.
Yeah.
You have lots of visitors.
Yeah, good. So even we could break up a little bit. We can try to be chaotic but organized in that. In the meeting, we also wanted to see further to the future. We have these bigger plans of like the Asian and African Humanist Forum by the end of this year. We also have World Humanist Forum Reykjavik, when we are staging in the National Library, like a mini edition of a World Humanist Forum, explaining and introducing what it is all about, and this happens on 24th of March. But could you, Antonio, tell us a little bit about this build-up, and also I remember about the recent collaboration or partnership with Presenza in the process.
Yeah, talking of Presenza, I had a meeting with friends in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, they are humanists for the last 20 years, some of them. And they organized the second march very nicely and with involvements of lots of grassroots organizations, and at the same time municipalities, schools, universities. So it was a big event. And there are some videos there that we can also put in our list in WhatsApp, so you can have visual pictures of how it was. This for the World March that this is the third one been organized now. And we can put also an article that was prepared by our office in the Philippines of Presenza, that explains the organizational meeting that I was mentioning before with the Bangladesh team a couple of days back. So you can read the article and get a picture of what they are doing, how they are doing, and type of models of organization that you could imitate if required at one point or another. So it's happening the same thing. The people from Sri Lanka are following in the same path, starting to think about what activities to organize, and thinking also in the back of the minds about the forum, because whatever comes first, we will plan both activities. We will know the calendars well defined in next month, that there is a meeting in Iceland. And once we have the dates, then we can start to project with greater precision the calendars for each event. But we are mainly concerned because the World March has a different coordination, and they will connect all the countries. We will support that, but we are mainly concerned with the forums. And so you may hear both projects during this year that will become very active. So I will mention a couple of things regarding the forums that we have advanced. There is now a special group of people from Presenza and the forum, that they are working together. They are about 8 or 10 people with lots of experience. They are the engineers in databases and the people who have created, and they are looking after the web page of Presenza, the agency that is very busy because it has lots of volume of activities every single day and connects many countries and people in those countries, and manages several languages. So they are going to design for us according to the architecture that is defined by one of our friends, John, that lives here in England. And then they will, once they have the plan and the technical specifications that the database requires, they will start implementing after some discussions. And they reckon that it can be set up even in the basic levels of operation in a matter of a short period of time. They have said, oh, well, we can do that in 48 hours, but we know that those things cannot be done in 48 hours so easily. So maybe they mean not too long. And then we will start to test it. And then everybody will be able to input information about their own activities in it. And that is very positive news. At the same time, there is another team that is starting to work with the specific content that we want to give to the forums. And that has to do with the basic ideas that we want to promote. For example, the teaching of nonviolence in all levels of society. That will be one of the angles that we want to, when we treat all the other topics of the forum, to be emphasized. The other one is of inclusion, where we are going to put interest in the importance of including in our social activities and relations everyone. All the generations should be together. The elderly, the middle-aged, the youngsters, all having an activity and interacting with one another. Because it has been observed that because of the crisis of our times, the generations tend to become separate, like everybody going their own way. And we need to produce exactly the opposite in the context of the humanist philosophy. And like that, we are discussing the contents that we have to put together. And we are organizing, as you have heard, perhaps also some new editorial offices in Presenza. We started to do some publications in Arabic, in some of the social media, with Arabic writing, etc. So that is very exciting, because there are not too many people who can read or write, but of course the people in Arabic countries do. So that means that they will start to participate of our ideas and our activities. And the same we will do in India with Hindi. So the idea is to go to languages that are openly spoken, and we will do in Russian. Also, we have friends who are starting to work in that, and in Chinese. So we will see how much we can advance during the year, but those are projects that are already starting to move. And also, I wanted to refer again to this meeting that will be like a mini forum for everyone to be able to have a picture of how to organize. That is being organized by Julius and by Ragnar and the friends from Red Reality, that is that radio and television of the Young Socialists, and many other friends in Iceland. And there we will converge the people organizing the World March in Africa and the people organizing the Forum in Africa. We are going to be present there. And you will see, we are filming that. We will film the discussions, the conversations of that forum, and you will be able to stream at the same time and to have some involvement there, or to send a message or to say something. I don't know exactly the details, but that is what we would like to do. And yes, and later on we will have the recordings of those activities and will circulate for everyone. So we'll go learning from each other's activities, and that will be fantastic for all. That's the report.
Thank you very much, Antonio. And I want to add to this something regarding Iceland and the World Humanist Forum we are staging there. That this forum is the hosts, those who invite to the forum is on one hand the Humanist Party of Iceland, that is a part of the International Humanist Party, and young socialists will, in the Icelandic Socialist Party, will be the second one. And me and Karl Hedin, and he was actually, I was telling him about this meeting and giving him the address, but he was busy in front of the parliament shouting in support of the Palestinians. So he might or might not come to join us in the meeting. But in this meeting, we will have the like a little model of the World Forum, whereas the emphasis will be the World Forum that will be taken care of in introduction by Antonio, but also the third World March for Peace and Non-Violence. And then, as being doing the similar subjects as would happen in the World Forum, we have five group or tables, where we talk about problems we will address in any such forum. This is about the global warming. This is about refugees and you know those who come to the country, immigrants, and about corruption, and about spirituality, and social development, and about peace. And so, in the latter part of the forum, we will have groups coming together to discuss those things and deliver some conclusions by the end. So this is very exciting, and as Antonio said, this will be streamed so it can be followed in real time. So I wanted to compliment Antonio in this. But now I see that Tracy is giving us some attention. And please, I know you are doing many things, Tracy. Maybe you can tell something about your humanist projects and activities.
This year, I just want to, Aruki. This year, I just want to concentrate on the projects that I've started for humanists. I don't want to add any. Like you remember we went to Kilifi and we built some toilets for those less fortunate people. So I also had started a farm for them. So I want to see that the farm can sustain them and they are taking care of the farm well and the farm can feed them. Also, I want to finish with the school projects because I wanted to have three projects in different places of humanists about the school, and I'm considering doing environment, everything not to waste trees. So I was thinking like I can do with everything with the recycled plastic. I can start building the bricks with plastic, teaching people how to conserve the environment, and everything about environment. So I really want to concentrate on what we've started and to follow up with the groups in Homa Bay, in Uganda, in Tanzania, and in Kenya. And also I wanted to visit Miniver's place to see how they are doing. They've not given me an invitation. If they give me an invitation, I'll go and see
You're
how
welcome. You're welcome.
other humanists are doing. And
yeah. It's a very nice to hear you.
Also, I wanted to concentrate more on my music too. Yeah. That's what I'm doing this year.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tracy. It was very nice to hear.
Yeah.
So, actually, I think we have covered a lot in this meeting, and we were rather thinking that not necessarily have the meeting too long, because if we leave a video, people don't want to watch very long videos. So anyway, if of course, if someone wants to add something by the end, then I think this could be. I think that this could be. No, we could stop here and call this a meeting. But please, if someone wants to say the last words.
I forgot something that I didn't tell you. One of our friends, Xavier from Argentina, he's very good in internet, in networks and all that. He discovered some web pages that collect NGOs from all parts of the world. There is one with 200,000 names of different organizations. And he is starting to select the ones that would be more appropriate to listen about our own projects. And we can potentially invite all the African ones or all the other countries that operate or have projects in Africa. And that will be a wealth of possibilities of invitations and connections and relations and all that type of thing. So we can find out the ones that are in environment, Tracy, and then you later on can link with those.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
And music.
Thank you.
This is very nice.
Yes.
And you have to play in the forum with your group.
Yeah. Good. I think we have actually just started merely to know all the fantastic potential of the net, of the virtual world, because we are babies in the very, very first steps. So I look forward to this future. So anyway, I thank you all. This was a great meeting, and I greet you with peace, force, and joy to all of you.
To everyone.
Peace,
Me too.
force,
Peace.
and joy
Peace,
to you.
force,
Also,
and
Take
joy
care of
joy to
yourself.
you too.
Very nice to see you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So if it's still kind of
Alex.